Hey everyone, it's the Outlaw John Rocha. What's up? Just got out of seeing The Batman at a screening here. I'm not going to be allowed to talk about it until Monday at 9 a.m., so you're probably not even watching this video until Monday at 9 a.m., but I am going insane at how good it was. My God, an incredible film. We had just that Spider-Man No Way Home, and that bar was so high, and were they going to cross it? And Marvel did cross that bar and then some. And then The Batman comes out, directed by Matt Reeves with Robert Pattinson, all this pressure on it to get it right. Paul Dano doing an incredible new Riddler, and all this stuff happening here. Andy Serkis as Alfred, Jeffrey Wright as Jim Gordon. All of it worked so well. And the score itself, Michael Giacchino's score is such an essential part of why this film is so damn good. It's a combination of Seven. It's got High and Low vibes to it, Blade Runner vibes to it, because the rain never stops, the darkness never stops, and it's fantastic, and it's incredible. I mean, I'm going crazy. It's one of the best Batman films. This rivals The Dark Knight. I'm going to put it on the table right now. This rivals The Dark Knight for how great of a Batman film this is. I mean, how can it be possible that we have Spider-Man No Way Home, which some might argue is the greatest Spider-Man film ever made? I know a lot of people love Into the Spider-Verse, but now we have the Batman come out, and it could rival The Dark Knight for the greatest Batman film ever made. Might even rival the greatest superhero movie ever made. I don't want to get too ahead of myself because I've only seen it once. I'm going to see it a couple more times for sure, but man, oh man, what an experience it was. If you're into that kind of dark noir, if you're into the Seven vibe, it is absolutely a movie for you. I love the direction of Matt Reeves here, love the cinematography, love the use of light, really enjoyed the performances. Overall, the performances are fantastic. I think you guys are going to absolutely love Robert Pattinson as the Batman and Bruce Wayne. There is a darkness to him. There is a pathos, a sadness, a frustration to him as he's trying to figure out what he's going to do next, who he's going to be, and what version of Batman or Bruce Wayne he's going to be. It works so well. And Jeffrey Wright doing a fantastic job as Jim Gordon as well. And Paul Dano, I think for the most part, really nails the Riddler. Once I do my more in-depth, non-spoiler review, I'll give you my thoughts overall on Paul Dano's performance in the film. But for the most part, fantastic, absolutely. And Zoe Kravitz, yet another great actress, taking on the role of Catwoman and knocking it out of the park. She certainly does that. It was phenomenal to watch her work in the film, and the chemistry with her and Robert Pattinson is almost immediate. It's electric. It works so well throughout the movie. The story itself, overall, I enjoyed as well. This exploration of the past. We saw this in Black Panther when he was exploring the sins of his father, of what happened with T'Chaka and how it affected T'Challa, and having that kind of journey for him to go on through the movie. There's a little bit of that here, and it was hinted in the trailer, so I'm not giving anything away, but the idea of his dad, the idea of his mom, what is that all about? And there are some twists about the history of the Waynes in this movie that I think is fantastic. And for those of you who are comic book fans, you will pick out certain things from certain runs. I'm not going to give anything away because this is just an out of the theater reaction video, but you will pick certain things from certain comic book runs that will feel familiar to you once you watch it. And overall, just this is something that you're going to enjoy, you're going to want to explore and go see again, and you really want to sink back into after it was over. Is it a little bit too long? Yeah, there's about maybe 10 minutes here where it feels like it's kind of straining a little bit, but those 10 minutes, I was glad I watched them. And I'll be fine to watch them over again, no problem. But I can see how some critics might have an issue with a little bit of the extra few minutes that happen in the movie. I'm not going to give away where they happen, but I can see some people having issues with. This is a different Batman than we've seen before on screen. What they were attempting to do, what they wanted to accomplish, they 100% accomplished. And I'm really surprised at how great they did. Matt Reeves, this was worth the wait. This was worth all the delays. Just an incredible amount of work by him, by everybody involved in the production to bring this thing to life. And I really enjoyed where we went with the story. And oh my God, how can I bury the lead? Colin Farrell is a standout as the Penguin. Absolutely incredible as the Penguin. My God, I mean, it's like, you know how you saw him in The Gentleman and he really stood out in The Gentleman? He does the same kind of thing here as the Penguin. He is absolutely one of the stars of the film. He is hilarious. Not going to give away what happens with him or his arc, because obviously, as I said, this is not a theater reaction video, but he is stellar. And John Turturro as well, fantastic in the film. Really enjoyed what he brought to Carmine Falcone and the story elements that they give him in the movie as well. This is one that you're really going to enjoy. They don't spend a lot of time on the Batman mythology or the Batman lore. He is the Batman. It is the second year, and there's a realism, there's a gritty realism here of what it would be like to actually have someone like the Batman working street level beside cops, besides policemen, besides detectives, and what that kind of relationship would be like, and then what the criminals react to it, how the criminals react to it as well, having someone like him. And there are some great action sequences. That Batmobile, when it appears, is going to blow your mind. The hand-to-hand combat is so good in the film as well, and the toys and the occasional gadgets and all the stuff that he uses works so well in the film. So I cannot recommend it enough. Get your ass to a theater and see this movie more than once. You're going to love it. I know I'm going to try to see it at least 2 more times before I do an official spoiler review with the Geek Buddies. We're going to be seeing it Thursday night of the weekend that it's coming out. So I can't wait for that. So yeah, so there it is. That's my out of the theater review. Go see the Batman as soon as you can. What an incredible film. And pay attention to the Outlaw Nation channel. Subscribe to the channel here that I'm recording this on down below, and hit that bell button so you see when we're dropping all the content, like the non-spoiler review that's probably going to drop a little bit later on after this video drops on Monday morning at 9 a.m. PT. That's the embargo. So do that, and then follow me at The Rocha Says on Twitter and on Instagram and on TikTok, and the Outlaw Nation on Twitch. And if you want to support what I'm doing here on the Outlaw Nation, head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/John Rocha. All right, I'm going to go rest my head and go listen to Michael Giacchino's score over and over and over again, because that's, whatever's available on YouTube, because that score is just incredible. All right, it's Matt Reeves, you've done an excellent job. Robert Pattinson, you've done an excellent job. Guys, ladies, go see the Batman.
Whoops.